Hello, y'all. Welcome to Bam Bam Raw TV. So you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell icon button. Uh, this Bam Bam, the 411 giant. I'm gonna tell you about another short man that's a giant also. This person will be named is Sean Branch. He's also known as Teflon Sean. He also right now he's like myself. He has a book out and he's doing a podcast. And as you'll see on the picture, we got very, very big respect for each other. He my dude. I ain't got a chance to get with him yet, but I plan on trying to get at him. That's my dude. I mean, we had pretty decent relationship in there, and he's a solid man all the way around. And my story with Teflon Sean, the allegations people made that Sean Branch was called Teflon Sean because nothing would stick on him. Sean Branch, they would allege that he had knocked this person or he had knocked this person and knocked this individual or robbing with this individual and this individual got knocked. All these different things that were alleged against him didn't seem to never stick. And so he started earning the name Teflon Sean. Now, eventually, I guess something stuck because he ended up in the federal penitentiary, in which where I met him at the federal penitentiary lockdown in Marion. Now, I'm always, when I see other short dudes walking, they walk, and I love that. I love to see them. I love to see them step and walk, they walk, and that's what he did. And I already was tight with many of his homeboys and his men, Run, Go Go, what I'm saying, Tone, lot of dude, Lil Man and going on. So we end up, when we was in Marion, I didn't get the opportunity to be around him, but I heard about him from Bamm and others. I didn't get the opportunity to be around him on the ranges. But eventually when they started trying to put a step down unit for us to go through, started letting us out the lockdown Marion, which was the ADX before ADX was ADX. And so they put me over there. When they put me over there, and I seen, fresh haircut going on, ready to go gray, premature. Most guys out DC, they two things you can say: they're gonna box, they're gonna have boxing abilities, and they're gonna be boxing ability, athletic, and they seem to have premature greatness in their hair. You know what I'm saying? But Sean had a young face, but you can see he started getting this salt and pepper going on. And he got his workout in, got his money. Me and him met. And we got it kicking it with each other going on. Mess with it, got real close and everything like that. I had big respect for the way he moved. He moved solid. You know what I'm saying? He ain't play no games. You know what I'm saying? If it's an issue, he gonna deal with it. If it ain't no issue, he ain't gonna create now. From what I seen. And we did have a few issues while we were down there. And every time the issue came up, he was already on the forefront. He was always on the forefront of the issue going on, but he also was a pretty intelligent dude. He was always putting something together, and I was so glad when they told me that he had got the opportunity to lead because that they had when they passed that bill that was letting a lot of the DC Baltimore guys out who had caught charges at a young age. And I was so glad when they let him out and everything. And then I wasn't surprised that when they let him out, that he had written a book and that he was doing different things like that because he had a brain in there. He was always thinking, trying to do stuff and going on. Like I said again, I'm glad that he was more interested in he was. I think I'm gonna say this. Sean was preparing for what he was gonna do when he get out, even when he didn't know he was gonna get out. I think that's the confidence he had. And I guess if nothing never stuck on you, then that confidence would naturally be there that this ain't gonna stick too long or it ain't gonna stick forever. And I think that's the confidence he had when he went in that he didn't get out moping, he didn't get out going on. He always pretty much carried it like, hey, shit, I'm getting out of here one day, y'all. You can want to lay in here and die if you want to. I'm getting up out here. And carry like that. Like I said, I remember incident I speak of, when one of his homeboys had guy had said something, a little guy, another race had said something to him kind of crazy because the guy did owe him the money, but it's the way he said it in disregard to the men this man got around him, his homeboys, the man like Teflon, Larry Moe, dudes like that. And you in tough skin, you can't, and you say this to this particular man, and you disregard his men's and his soldiers. That's what I always used to tell my homeboys. When a dude done something from a particular place, I don't owe nobody nothing. But out of respect for the men's in that group, I'm gonna sit with them and I'm gonna explain the situation. We gonna talk it over. Then we'll go from there. But I'm not gonna disregard their men's. And they disregarded their men's, and that's a very dangerous thing to do. Teflon Sean and the rest of them, they was ready. It was finna be Bloody Mary. And me and my homeboy, now naturally I come over there. They already knew where I stood. Man, whatever got to be, man. Let's do it and get it over with. I can't I can't do no whole lot of time waiting on doing that. If something there, my brain is not gonna let me be able to sit around all day thinking about it going on. Let's go. We put it together, go do it. And they was on the same boat. The guy who particularly it was involved in seemed to, be trying to figure out what was going to go on. So it happened. The dudes realized that they had stirred up an ant's bed, and they came back with a different approach, and they pretty much calmed it down and made a different approach, and then so the matter got, thank God the matter got straightened out without nobody having to go to war and everything, because it was our intent to leave there, but man was ready, and like I said, and after that altercation is when I got the picture that you'll see shown, and I have them to show the back of the picture to show that that's how I felt about him, the way he felt about me. It was mutual. It wasn't no he fooled with me. He'll go to war for me, and I wouldn't go for him. It was mutual. Like I said, I'd have met. I ain't gonna say many men like that, but I done met some men like that I feel like that all over the system from every different place. That's why. So, but like I said, Teflon Sean, he's the book. I haven't, and I apologize. I haven't got the opportunity to read his book. I heard he be on a couple of podcasts, and people do not believe it. I don't even like watching myself on podcasts. I tell my stories. My stories are generally recollection, and sometimes they bring about pain thinking about stuff. Sometimes they bring different feelings in, the mind. You feel sorry for some people. You feel, glad for yourself. And Teflon Sean and this Sean Branch, known as Teflon Sean, very short of stature, man. He not much taller than me. He may say 5 inches taller than me, but he can't be no more than 1 or 2. But he's a man about his business, and the things that they allege of him out on the streets, I can't say whether they're true or not or whatever, but nothing stuck. So Teflon Sean, peace, much respect to you, bro. Much love.